Hello everyone, my name is Angel Maceda. I am an EFL English teacher at La Salle School here in La Paz. I will never forget the week of March 13th. Yes, it was March 13th. Earlier that week I had been talking to some friends and teachers about the situation with COVID-19 and the coronavirus. We were imagining what would happen in our school. We thought that it would be impossible to actually shut down due to a virus that we didn't know much about. But that Friday night, that's what happened. We were told that schools in Bolivia would shut down indefinitely, and after that we went to full remote learning. The effects of coronavirus have been particularly severe here in Bolivia, and sure around the rest of the world. Giving online classes was sort of challenging at the beginning because it took time for everyone to get used to the platforms. Fortunately, our school provided us with the appropriate training from the very beginning. In class, my students had the opportunity to share how they were coping with the pandemic, and we agreed that valuable lessons have been learned about what really matters in life, the importance of freedom, and they've also learned to appreciate nature more. Today, they are going to talk about their days in quarantine and the places that they were to visit after the pandemic. Let's have a listen.
I believe that this lockdown has changed all of us because it is our first time that we have experienced a pandemic. Not having contact with people, not being able to meet friends, going out, everything has changed.
I am lost in a rainbow, now a rainbow is gone, overcast by your shadow.
Every year we saw our classmates, our teachers, our cousins, uncles. We traveled with our family, but this pandemic has not allowed us to do that this year. But also this pandemic has made us change a lot, our taste, our personality, and we have met ourselves.
Knocking down all the things that we were.
At the beginning of this quarantine, my father was very concerned about our health because he is a doctor, and he has not let me leave home since then. I didn't have a smartphone, so I had no contact with anyone. So as I had no contact with anyone, I spent my time with my family, and with my sister we become best friends. We exercised together, we cooked breakfast, lunch or dinner, we planted carrots and onions, we cut our hairs many times. We stayed up to see the release of Blackpink's new song Ice Cream. We don't sleep to watch series. We put in order our clothes. We tried new outfits. We really had fun. In September, they gave me a smartphone in order to follow my virtual classes. When I have time, I watch anime series, and I also started reading manga. I really like manga. I think I read more mangas than watching anime series. And I also played video games with friends. My dad bought me a safety suit, and I could go out and do some things, and I meet with my friend. what I want to do after this quarantine is not much. I would like to travel with my family and mainly do things that I normally did before. I would like to be with friends and my family.
Hello, my name is Daniela Alessandra Mena Vargas, and today I'm gonna tell you about my daily routine and things I did in quarantine. I always get up at 7 o'clock. Then I brush my teeth, I comb my hair, and I get dressed. Every day I attend to my classes at 8 o'clock. And I have breakfast at 10 a.m. After my breakfast, I attend to my classes, and when I finished, I do my homework. After that, I have lunch, and then I do my homework, and when I finish my homework, I watch TV, listen to music, and do exercise. Things that I did in quarantine. This is Chavo. He's my baby, he's my dog. I love him with all my heart, but in May he passed away. And I miss him too much because he was our little angel. In San Juan, my family and I ate too much things, and especially hot dogs. It was very delicious. And on July 1st, it was my birthday, and now I'm 14 years old. And I was with my family, but I talk with my friends too. In quarantine, I watch movies and series too, and I talk by video chat with my friends. And one day, my mom, my sister, and I did a pajama party. I learned how to cook too much things and with my sister, and it was very fun and delicious, and I loved those times with her because she is my best friend.
And I'm Ariana, and today I'm going to say how my quarantine days was. First, the quarantine for the coronavirus was very painful for some families who lost their relatives, and we're very well. The first thing I did in this quarantine was study. Yes, study, because everything is the same at the school and only from our homes. And I did what I wanted to do so much, which is to learn guitar, and I also watched a lot of movies, but a lot of movies like Fast and Furious, yes, and this is my favorite movie. And I also spent time with my pet, my mother or my brother, and I also reflect on the things that happened. I think that these times it was to reflect and think it about ourselves and who we are and what we want. I think I want to go to the movies and go to the swimming pool because I miss to swim.
Like to travel to Chile because it's a beautiful place and the people are friendly and the food is very delicious, and I also want to go to the beach. Thank you.
In quarantine days, I was so bored, passing only virtual classes and the thing doing homework. I feel like I was in a jail because I feel like the thing that the the animals feel in the zoo. But after these days, I think I want to spend time with my family in Christmas and New Year. Then I want to travel by plane or train, especially to Europe. If it's possible to Italy, I want to do that. Then I want to return to play basketball with some friends and my team. I want to spend time with friends and play with them like before.
This quarantine, I wake up at 7 a.m. o'clock. Then I have my breakfast at 8 o'clock. I'm go to online classes at 2 o'clock for the evening. I usually have my lunch. Then I do my homework. Later of 6 o'clock, I see anime and do other things. At 9 o'clock, I sometimes have dinner, and finally, I go to the bed at 10 o'clock.
Hello, today I'm going to talk to you about my quarantine and what I will do after I finish. I work routine every day. First, I wake up for breakfast and then I start my classes. Then I go to lunch and in the afternoon I do my homework. Sometimes I go out with myself, mom. There was a time when I traveled to visit my grandparents and then I returned to La Paz and continued with my routine. At the end of the quarantine, I would like to travel for my birthday to a place that I dream of, but I still did not decide which country. I would also like to return school with my friends and teacher and that everything returns to normal.
I'm in second year of high school. I'm Abril Calderon, and today I'm going to tell you about my experience in this quarantine. First of all, in all aspects, I will not think it. It was very strange and beautiful because, well, we could spend the classes at home. I had more time with my family, and I am very grateful for that. But with the passage of time, I began to miss my daily life. That is to say, entering on a Monday maybe with some fatigue at school, but having your colleges by my side was something else. I remember that my dad had more time because at first he didn't go to work since the COVID-19 cases were very high. What we took advantage of the most was cooking and especially on our birthdays because in our case one of our favorite sports is the grill. Yep. In other
Hi, I am Joaquin Chávez Remontan, and I am 13 years old and I live in La Paz. In the quarantine, the most of the time I was in online classes or doing my homework. I also played with my dog on weekends too. I played a lot of video games with my brother and I head out sometimes with my family. After the quarantine, I would like to go out with my friends, go to the cinema and go to eat a restaurant. I would like to travel with my family, go to the pool and have fun.
A difference in my routine is the hour that I wake up because normal I wake up at 6 a.m. but now I have more time to sleep and now I wake up at 7:30 a.m. Then I have my breakfast and prepare for my classes online. My classes are of 8 at 11 or 12 o'clock. It depends of the day of the week. And next I give me a moment to do some of my homework, and this is another difference of my routines because normally I
come to my home around the 3 o'clock p.m. But now I have my lunch at 1:30. Next lunch, I watch TV at 3 p.m. because of 3 at 6 p.m. I have additional course. It's very interesting, but it's a lot of time.
Salar de Uyuni. The Uyuni Salt Flat is the largest continuous and highest salt desert in the world, with a surface of almost 11,000 square kilometers. It is located in the southwest of Bolivia, in Potosí. This reserve of lithium of the altiplanic region has important quantities of potassium, boron, and magnesium. In addition, it is one of the main touristic destinations in Bolivia. It was catalogued as the best natural tourist attraction in South America. You can travel by plane or bus, and you can spend the night in one of the beautiful hotels of the Salt Flat. You have more than 10 options to choose from, all at good prices and with a fascinating view. I recommend you to visit it in November because it becomes the place of breeding of 3 different species, among them pink flamingos and parakeets. There are many tours that you can take. The most recommended is the Star Tomb. Between December and May, the thin layer of water in the salt flat reflects all the starry sky. It is an incredible place.